When through the cracks a mission falls, you call upon the bastard Smols, a snarky pack of ne'er-do-wells, of which the words to come will tell. With Shifras our tale will begin, his lifelong dream to own an inn. Okosan seeks to spread the word, but secrets lie within this bird. Yuki the fox is a spirit free, as whimsical as she can be. Tedlin is a wizard gnome, a box has called him far from home. Through the ranks they tried to move, but they still had their worth to prove. The board picked clean by the elite, they cast off jobs thrown at their feet. The dawn had called them in to stay for a small mission with modest pay. An inn had trouble with the bard, and rats had hit their food stores hard. The four agreed they'd take the work, but leadership they just seemed to shirk. The Don just shrugged and wished them well, but had some notes he had to tell. Okos on signs of pudding praise, got moved to avoid delays. Yuki-eyed pal from front to back, and wondered if he'd make a snack. Tedlin got a bunch of scrolls, but Icy Wieners named it Troll. Shifrost and Prank Cervantes' mom, and moved a pin into his palm. The halls turned out to be a maze that left the quad in quite a daze. B6, 6B, 27Q, all rooms they try before they're through. And now where gone the room was found on arrival. The four looked around, some trouble was upon the stage. A chicken filled the crowd with rage. Barkeep said that was his plight, and asked the four to set things right. The crowd was scanned, the room was red. They tried to solve without bloodshed. The wizard tried logic and talk, but they love me, he did squawk. Bird to bird, a cloud of flies, intimidation seen as lies. The bards teamed up to set things straight. They made the crowd much less irate. Some honeyed words and promised tune, a broken banjo stopped the croon. Crowd appeased and peace restored. The rats and could not be ignored. The inn had lost a few supplies, and had to tell the patrons lies. Okasan left without a trace. El Pudding Diablo took his place. Tedlin gawked, faces met palms. The bet was then agreed upon. Ratfolk found while playing cards. The group they saw had lowered guard. Diablo boldly called to greet, and brought 6 ratmen to their feet. They tried to settle things with words, but Ratfolk thought this was absurd. But they had to Tedlin shock, a perfect match for his lost box. The group told them to stop their raids, despite their best could not persuade. They were upset about this plight, and bared their fangs and dove to fight. Clumsy swings were thrown around, a couple tripped and fell to ground. Shifra smiled and they all glowed, then Tedlin just made one explode. Wizard's box and proved a prank. Try harder, it said as it shrank. Shifra laughed and gained a scroll to lend upon newsletter's roll. Mission done, they got their pay. El Diablo ran away. Okosan then reappeared, Tedlin clueless as they feared. Group went back by teleport. When settled in, gave their report. The lesson then had been reviewed. You can talk to God, but he'll be rude.
Greetings and salutations. I am the Raven, Games Master for a little sensible game. Joining me with their bunch of wacky characters is first up J.K. Lantern.
Hello, I am J.K. Lantern. I'm still playing Okasan, who is on the search for the one true pudding, and he is spreading joy and the wisdom wherever he goes.
And he just does that and nothing else.
Absolutely.
Next up is Nathan.
Hello. I am Tedlin Bevlin, Gnome Wizard. Have you seen my box? I need it.
Is it this size, this colour with writing on the side?
It is small and silver. It says dreams on the side in Elvish.
Yes.
Very important that I get it back.
So I've never seen it.
Damn it.
StarprincessHLC.
Yuki is still looking for noms.
I see. As the kittens are delighted at her continued intrusions. Finally, but definitely not least, we have Smols.
I believe you might be looking for this box. On a side note, I've learned to create objects out of thin air. Poof.
You betrayed me last time. I will never forget this.
Oh god. This party brings to mind Breath of Fire too, because nobody has the brain cell.
Nobody.
Nobody needs the brain cell.
It has been.
I'll have you know I have at least 17 brain cells.
And they're all engaged in looking for a box.
It has been a week since your last job. Since then, you've been basically dotting around the guild building, doing minor jobs, just basically earning your keep. But today has come the day most people dread. It's come the day of the psych evaluation.
Oh good.
Oh no.
So, at this time, Oko-san, Yuki, and Chifros are sitting outside the door. It's a big fancy door that's nice and rugged.
Out of curiosity, when we got back from the last mission, did we get any money?
You got paid by the one who was doing after the job. It's pretty much, you got 10 gold each from that, and the last 10 went to the guild.
Okay.
It's one of the nicer areas. It's nice and organised with a lot of arrows on the side, pointing where things are going. It's even got coloured lines going around the floor, which was being added after last time trying to find the way around the teleporter room.
Oh look, room is 27Q.
It's a pity Okasan is colorblind.
So inside, Ted and is sat in a chair. Did you accept the booster seat?
I'm gonna make that canon.
Oh no.
Anyway, you sat across the desk. It's a very nice office. All you knew, the Swink. Or rather, you knew who the Swink was. Because Cody sat behind a desk, dressed in a nice suit with wearing a pair of spectacles. Looking at you is this purple fella. His skin appears slimy. Slimy's got 4 digits on each hand, and he's got tentacles coming out around from his mouth. There's a sign on the desk saying Dr. Hugh Mann.
Yes, Hugh Man.
Admittedly, that's the new name. The story goes that the previous psychiatrist, no one liked him. He was not a git. It's still him. Except for the mind flayers got to him. Except for the mind flayer that emerged from him actually liked the job and stuck around. And it turned out most people like the mind flayer better than the previous doctor. So, that's all, Ted Lynn. You have, you see nothing in the tests.
Sorry, which tests?
He holds up the ink blocks test again.
The squiggles?
Do you see anything in the squiggles?
Yeah, I see a bunch of squiggles and blobs.
Hold that thought. He puts the tests down, he writes a few notes, then gets his piece of paper, inks up his quill. Then you see him drawing some straight lines, and then He holds his up. It's a rectangular box shape with some very familiar writing on the side. What does this say to you?
See, I think you might have seen my box and you're hiding it from me.
No, this is merely from the discussion you have given me. I am convinced that you are so dead set on this box, your imagination has shut down, has gone into the background, and all you're focused on is this box.
Well,
Now,
it is the entire reason I left home.
admittedly, our last client did give you lots of good reviews, so this box, well, was still. Tell me, in last mission, was the box a primary objective for you or secondary?
Well, that's an interesting question, isn't it? I didn't know of the location of the box, so at that point, let me describe this as simply as I can. If the box is there, that is the priority, but otherwise it is not. And the box wasn't there until it was, and then it wasn't again, and I was very confused, and I feel very betrayed.
Yes. Tell me more, says it's writing down notes. And then we skip to outside to the other three members of the battered Smols. I know you had something planned.
What exactly are we here for again? Okasan forgot.
I think they want to make sure we're not crazy.
Well, then I'm not doing my job right if I'm making them think I'm not crazy.
Okasan is as sane as the next void person. It's not Okasan's fault that Okasan hears the word of Lord Pudi.
Oh Lord, just realized I might actually be sanest.
To be fair, the Lumas as a species are canonically crazy, and that's why we get advantage on deception and shit like that.
It's been a good 20 minutes in Tedlin went in, and now finally he leaves. Dr. Mann is just there standing behind him. Now, you take this journal, you fill it in with whatever you want, whenever the inspiration strikes you to write or draw or whatever. And when that thing is filled up, please come see me again.
Interesting.
Also, just like the last 5 times, I have not seen your box, but if I have, I do come across it, I shall let you know.
It's appreciated. Thank you very much, Mr. Man.
Okay.
Did the good doctor know where your box was?
He did not. Very, very sad.
Indeed.
Okasan, please, come in.
Oh, he
Okasan
was
is
asking.
here.
He was asking about the squiggles again.
Oh, the pretty squiggles. Okasan sees many things.
Have fun.
Okasan always does.
The guys are in just as you for to sit down. Then settles behind the desk.
Hello, doctor. How are you today?
I'm just spiffing. Okasan, how are you?
Okasan is doing well. I spent a good week spreading the word of Lord Pudi in my search for the one true pudding. All of us deserve good pudding, and we must strive to achieve it.
You can see that he's writing more notes. He's
Uh,
These tentacles are put into a smile that's meant to put you at ease, but if it's working, that's up to you.
Ah, you are in a good mood as well, my doctor friend. What is new in your life today?
The sky is high. The sky. Short folks have no imagination these days, or at least that one doesn't. So, shall we move along to the first test, shall we? And
Okasan is ready for all tests.
he shows you the first picture, and he shows them you in the order that you saw them before.
Ah, yes. That first picture. It is two professional wrestlers. In combat, they are leaping at each other. Ah, yes, it is the honorable art of fisticuffs within the squared circle. Ooh, that second plot is not a happy picture at all. Those are some very angry teddy bears they are. They must stand in the way between Okasan and the one true pudding. But Okasan will improve himself to be worthy of the pudding and to defeat the bears.
Dr. Man is looking at the plot and back at you again. And finally, the last one.
Oh, I see a couple. They are reaching for each other, but they are separated by a river. But that will not stop them from striving to reach out to each other to become reunited. I
Yeah.
am so glad I took notes on that because I would not have remembered.
Yes, he's ready my notes. Judging from these results, I say you're not one for backing down. You're always going to be willing to put yourself front and forward to face it, to confront any issues that face you down the line.
Lord Puri bids us to go forward and do good in the world and to face challenges head on. That is how we improve ourselves, is it not?
Also, that you, for the love of your friends, your love of loved ones, family, or just for the love of for the romance of adventure, that is what drives you forward. At the same time, there is something in the way, something that bars you, that, as you just say, isn't going to stop you. There are obstacles in your life, major obstacles.
Those damned teddy bears, they will not stop Okasan.
Yes, the teddy bears. Did we have a good childhood?
I mean, I grew up in an orphanage, I did. I spent a lot of time on the streets, but that is how I learned the word of Lord Puri. Lord Puri provides for us all and provides for those who help themselves.
Fine. More notes.
You can write just a book on Okasan, apparently.
You notice looking behind the entire files written on the side, Okasan.
There's just an entire cabinet, Okasan.
You are thesis material.
Yes, I am.
A good 20 minutes pass with a good doctor and you talking about things, about this, that, about what's been going on of late before finally you're sent back to join the rest. The doctor's...
Thank you very much, Doctor. This session was great as always. Who wants pudding?
Yes. Also, if you could do me a favour, take this journal, fill it in with your thoughts, feelings, scribble them down, draw them, whatever takes your fancy. And once I've filled in, please get it back to me.
Oh boy, I can line my cage with this.
You have probably never seen a mind flayer sigh deeply before. This one does. Okay, you're joining us. Yuki, please come in.
Oh boy! And she just kind of scrambles in on all fours, just curls up on the couch.
So, just a question. Can we hear what's being said in the other room from the lobby?
No.
Okay.
There was a thought of basically having this where everyone deafened themselves for this, but what's the fun in that?
And I do not think my character has ever gone through this before, so this will be interesting.
Yeah.
Oka-san has clearly been through this a lot.
You have notes.
Yuki, so good to see you again. You're not molting, are we?
What?
Molting, shedding hair.
She just scratches herself. No.
That's good. Hair's so hard to get out. So how are we doing?
A little hungry, but otherwise I think I'm okay.
You know, we have talked a fair old while about you are a bipedal creature, can easy to support on your legs. Fairly easy? No?
Yeah, but where's the fun in that?
Fair enough. And now to the tests. And again, shows you in the same order.
Mm.
Just look at your results they sent me.
Right. Let's see. That one looks like me. It's another Foxy Beep.
This is either a reflection of yourself, quite literally or figuratively. It's how you live your life. Energetic, unbound, cheeky, tricksy even. Write some more notes. Okay, and this next one.
Oh. Yuki sees some hooded figures all grouped together. Tricksy stuff, that.
You have spoken about your past, about how you came to be your current position, and it sounds like what has happened is you have embraced your new life fully, but still this event still haunts over you. Those figures are still a major figure lurking in the back.
Mm-hmm.
But no matter, you are safe here, and I'm sure our good employer will make sure all his employees are cared for. And now, this last one.
Oh, look at the cute birdies sitting in the tree kissing.
Okay. There is, I would say, despite all the trials and tribulations you go for, you are still a major romantic at heart. In this case, it's more the romance for others, shall we say, for closeness, for tenderness, the willingness to not be bound by the constraints of life, and willing to fly free with your loved ones.
I should write a song like that.
Yes. This goes on for another 10 minutes or so. It's a general case of the doctor doesn't have a clue what really to make of you. And so it comes to an end. You let it out, and Yuki, send you as the last two. Fill in this journal with whatever thoughts or feelings that come into your mind, and please don't chew it.
Nom, 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 nom. Say what?
Chifos, please come in.
Okay, you three seem not worse for wear. Greetings, I do believe this is first time we've met, yes?
Yes, you may have met my... He does to think it was my previous staff member. Words were escaping me at the moment. But, oh dear, Yuki sees some tests. So, how are we doing?
Well, is so far not bad place here. Generally comfortable sleeping quarters, and they let me stay busy in the temporary lodging areas and in the kitchens.
Would you say there's a living backup being food to help you a lot here?
And in all honesty, lodgings for travelers could stand some improvements in many areas. I've been writing document on all areas that do not quite meet my family's specifications and regulations for running an inn, and we could stand to get some better chefs and in the kitchen, but I understand his lack of willing manpower to work in this place in those such areas.
Yes, our good boss, somebody is trying to get some good employees, but good God, they do not last long under Chef Ramsay. They just don't seem to learn well.
Chef Ramsay does not let me be in his sight after what I did, so.
Yes, I think everyone heard the aftermath of that. He did not shut up for it. However, that was fun, really fun. Dear God, what did you do?
Yeah, essentially I made all of his jackets pink. Also kick me signs. Many kick me signs taped to his back.
I see. Explains what
he had way too many understudies willing to do the signs too.
Explains why the Delta has been what it has been ever since that event. You notice there's a flurry of notes being written. So 5 minutes pass because without the ink block test, he's really not got a lot for you, and you let out. The appointment comes to an end. You let out. It's here a journal for you to keep your thoughts, feelings in. Fill it up, and get it back to me once you're done. And a good day to thee, Sal.
A good day to you as well. Maybe I can sell journal.
And you rejoin the rest.
Does he know what he's doing? Just honest question.
Who, Mr. Man?
Yeah, Mr. Man, yes.
I assume so. Why would he have the job if he didn't know what he was doing?
You have not watched Cooks in Kitchen, have you?
Also, Tedlin has already forgotten about the journal.
Yuki's is just as shreds all over her.
Okasan plans on using it to line the giant bird cage that he has that he sleeps in for no one's even sure why he sleeps in a giant bird cage, just that he does.
You got your room, but it's got a giant birdcage in the corner.
That's exactly it.
My journal is going to be filled with crudely drawn sketches of the box.
Why must you hurt Tedlin this way?
It's at this time when you notice a message container has popped down the message tube on the wall.
Oh boy, code gray. That means it's important. As
Maybe
opposed
it's news of the box.
as opposed to code gray, which is unimportant, or code gray, which is sort of important.
I thought you were colorblind.
Oh, there are so many grays of various levels of importance.
Just checking, making sure. Yes.
You also hear
So-
a whistling because there's a smaller tube next to it. And you hear a very tinny, faded voice. Will the bastard Smols please accept my message? Will the bastard Smols please accept my message? Thank you.
Who are the bastard Smols?
I
Was
have no idea.
Was that God again?
No,
It better
that
not
was
be.
not
I'm real
God.
mad at him right now. I'm stealing my box.
You then hear the whistling noise going. What do you mean they're not officially called the bastard Smols? Oh God, it's someone!
Okay, I guess somebody has to take message, huh? Let's get the
We
message.
should take this message up to the office to find out who it needs to go to.
Yeah, exactly. we need to find out who bastard Smols are.
Yes.
Yes, we need to make sure that the message gets to the right person.
We are so helpful.
Very.
We don't get paid enough.
We really don't.
We get paid?
No.
Well, there's our problem.
So is it Tedden that's nicked Okusan's 10 gold from last job?
No. Don't get paid by the company. Get paid by the employees. Or rather the people who
clients.
hire. The clients, yes.
And so you go up to head office in search of who the message is for. The aged elf. You can understand why the hell she's an aged elf. Is there, you're reading the news sheets and she's glaring at you, seeing the message comes to hand. Problem.
Dolores, you look lovely as always. The message popped down. They wanted message to go to a bastard Smols. You might want to make sure this gets to them.
I love the fact that we're like the best and brightest they could afford.
No, we're just the best and brightest that get the drudge jobs.
You visibly see her facepalm.
The best and brightest are already busy doing important work.
Hand the canister here, please.
Okie dokie. Hand it over.
As you have flesh it open. Also the message. I don't know who these bastard Smols are, but this message appears to be for you.
Why did they not just say so? Would have been easier. We
Lord
have
Putty
names.
always communicates clearly to me. Clear communication is important, you know.
She is giving you such a look. The look that's saying, I'm not paid enough for this.
Ah! Okasan knows that look. It's the we get paid question mark look.
It's like, well, if this is for us, let's see what the message says. Unroll and start reading it.
The message is to report to the visitor court chamber because there's a client there for an important job that needs attending to urgently.
No job is too big or too small for us.
You can hear Dolores chuckle to herself.
Yeah, let's not keep them waiting. Might as well see what they want. Where is visitor center?
I think you follow the gray line.
Is it
Could you-
9-4 again?
Will someone make me a survival roll, please?
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh, yes. Let's see here. Survival.
Ooh,
I got a 3.
I got 18.
One more, please.
14?
It only takes you about an hour to find the visitor center.
Not quite a new record, but you know.
Okasan didn't.
Okasan's not sure he's ever been in this room before.
Okasan didn't help.
Oh, they call this the visitor center? Yeah, I work here every week. He did not know his name, visitor center.
And he's one of the lesser receptionists. Who's working there? It's a moss-covered warforged who just enjoying life being something more than someone who hates people. Ah, you must be the bastard Smols.
Are we? People keep saying this name, and Okasan's never heard it before.
No one's ever called me a bastard before.
Hang on, let's see. No, that would be a 2. I do not put this together. It's like, well, I'm not sure about that, but my name is Shifros, Oko-san, Tedlin, and Yuki.
Hello.
He checks.
We are professionals.
He checks the clipboard and yeah, that's you. And please meet our latest client, Granny Midnight. You're introduced to a short, plump, dark-skinned elf. Her skin is near black. She is dressed in one of the pinkest gowns you have ever seen, lined with lace. She's wearing circular shades, a big bonnet with a brim that keeps the rain off her and about 3 different people at the same time. And she looks like the friendliest drow you've ever seen.
Are you a living strawberry?
Oh, no, darling. I'm a drow.
Is that type of strawberry?
No, I'm type of elf.
Elves are like strawberries.
Constitution check. To avoid. No, that would be a 4. You look like fairy godmother.
Oh, you honor me with such respect, but no, I'm just a humble bed and breakfast keeper.
And I must say, presentation would get A+.
Thank you. Now, it's been a week since I first came here and well, let's put it this way. I've been here every day since because apparently I've always been a bit short of you people to get my job done. So you're here. You can now get my job done. I'll pay you richly. Oh, by this point, a kobold of the skateboard comes up to you. Yeah, basically knows from the quartermasters because he's got that tabard on with the Q on it. Delivery for the crew of Chifras, Okasan, Tedlin, and Yuki.
That would be us.
That would be us.
Yep.
This is for you. Hands you over a big sack.
We'll open the sack without hesitation.
Oh boy, a sack that Okasan can sit in.
Inside is some kind of water container, a Bandora, a lute, and a pair of goggles.
My
I
God.
have no idea what this is.
Also, sign here, please. He hands you a sheet.
Tedlin takes a second to figure out what a signature is, and then signs his name.
And on the second one,
Peck.
actually,
And signed with flourish.
okay,
He
he gives
just
you
covers her paw with ink and just bam right on the page.
it gives you one copy, keeps the one for himself. Enjoy, and he skates off.
So I have no idea what this is.
It explains because of your good work on the last job, you've been issued a few items to help you on your way. The goggles are the night goggles of the night. It specializes in seeing darkness. You've got 2 instruments of the bard. It's a big list on what those do. And there's the decanter of endless water. And it also explains: do not shake, do not use indoors.
Did someone say pool party?
Almost certainly had started shaking the decanter before reading the letter.
You know, I have great place for a pool party. Ramsey might kick me out again, but we need to try.
Sounds like a plan.
The Warforce
What's
receptionist
a pool?
is slowly sinking down behind his desk. You're quite certain there is. Don't be let us have the quartermasters to be asking why. So yeah, you've been left to this dispute them among yourselves, and Granny Midnight is with such items you must be good to be rewarded so.
We have not failed on mission yet.
The hell's a mission? That's
Like
right,
killing,
It's
like
when
the
we
rat
go
men.
and murder the rat man.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
no, you weren't there for that.
It's at that point you just having a look the other way, and one of the Batman go by, go, meh. You've noticed them around. Apparently, at least 2 of them have joined the guild.
Huh. I murdered their friend.
Clearly you were a good influence and encouraged them to follow the way of Lord Putty.
I didn't mean to murder the guy. He just kind of exploded when I shot him with a laser.
The very one night you woke up with moldy cheese on your pillow.
Clearly, somebody needs to be taught a lesson.
But he might have your box.
Then he should have given it to me when I asked.
Well, you're just gonna have to ask some more.
Yes. Ask.
Lord Putty rewards persistence.
Would this asking involve more magic missile?
Perhaps.
Just do it in a room I don't have to clean, please.
Meanwhile, Granny is just looking at this.
She's still looking at you, still smiling. She's not phased in the slightest.
Oh, good. She's used to crazy. Got it.
Oh,
Strawberries are
So-
very tricky.
you do fine. Oh, you have
So
to.
I grabbed the loot. I believe you were going to take the Bandor.
Yes.
Yes. What's your job? Is this? Well, I don't know what's taking so long. It's still a week ago, but my dear Fluffykins has been stuck up a tree and won't come down.
Oh, god damn it. You're going with this, aren't you?
It's a good thing Okasan has double jump.
I can destroy the tree.
Oh, please. I would prefer that the damage is kept to minimal. Those trees have been around for a long time. It's been all the family estates, and I've been rather glad to get away from the old motherlands. It's nice to see
I
some
can
light.
shrink the tree.
Okay. Shrink the tree.
I do not think we need break 3. I believe our dear fox friend over here might have just gained a way to talk to Fluffy.
So don't worry. Foxes don't actually eat cats.
Oh, I can speak to the cat. To a degree. Well, understands, kind of. It's very strange. I don't really know how I do it.
Well, no matter how he's done, as long as you get my good Fluffykins down from the tree. I'm glad you paid for the train ride and him back. We're still in town.
How long has Cat been stuck in 3?
That's the thing. They've been stuck up there a week. I don't know how to do it.
You know, I've never seen Cat skeleton in 3 before. Usually they come down when get hungry.
Yeah.
Maybe it cat food tree. You don't know.
Maybe
If
the
it
tree's made of
is-
pudding.
If
Oh
it
my.
it is truly work of Lord Foodie.
He blesses us all.
I can see this
You
will
know
work
what?
out wonderfully. So, this way, please.
Tedlin gets a sudden craving for pudding, and he doesn't know why.
Strap on to secure the bag of holding, shove everything inside of it.
But what if we put one of these bags of holding inside another one?
If you do that, make sure I am mile away.
And on this, we're bring this part of the session to a close. Will the Batter Smalls get Fluffykins out of the tree? Will the Batter Smalls realise they're the ones being talked about and given this delightful name? How much damage will the Batter Smalls cause? Find out next time. Later, folks.
Later, all.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Later.